Dolphins and Colts start week one of the NFL, and I'm here to tell you who's going to win this game. Let's get right into it. Why I think the Dolphins are going to win this game and start an underrated, underestimated performance for the year. So let's hop right into it. Dolphins are being disrespected this week. Um, they are not getting the respect from the NFL. But I like it because the Dolphins are 1.5 point underdogs to Daniel Jones and the Colts. The Colts have a good team, but a team without a quarterback is not a team. And that's what I don't understand, how people could be actually doubting this game. The Dolphins have a perfect winning record on opening day with Mike McDaniel. So say what you want about Mike McDaniel, but if you give him enough time to prepare, he's going to prepare something good, something different. And I think I will take Tua 100% of the time over Daniel Jones. And Daniel Jones has not proven anything in 6 years. He has not done anything remarkable whatsoever. He was mediocre at best. And he was with Brian Dable for 6 years or 5 years or whatever amount of years. And this guy was supposed to be like the quarterback whisperer, and he couldn't do it with Daniel Jones. So that tells you the type of talent that he is. He's he can take a hit, he can pass, uh, but has no deep threat whatsoever. And I don't know how accurate he really is. So Daniel Jones is the reason why I think the Indianapolis Colts are going to lose against the Miami Dolphins. And before I get to my final score, let me just say this. Let's look at the defense and the offense. Let's start with the elephant in the room. The Dolphins cornerbacks are going to get toasted. They're going to get cooked. And the reality of it is I have faith that Anthony Weaver will compensate for this deficiency. That is our weakest link, the cornerback room. But with those front seven that we have, with the linebackers that we have, with the linemen that we have, we are absolutely stacked in the front seven. So if we stop Jonathan Taylor and we give it to Daniel Jones to take over, there is no way the Miami Dolphins are going to lose to Daniel Jones. That that is a guaranteed prediction. So if Jonathan Taylor goes off and we can't stop the run for some reason, which I don't see it happening, but if for some reason he goes off for 200 yards, this is the only way the Indianapolis Colts are going to beat the Dolphins. And I don't see that happening with this defense, with this scheme. It's going to be a bloodbath for Daniel Jones. If we can get ahead of the game early, it might be a complete blowout. Now, my prediction is not going to say complete blowout, but it is going to be a potential blowout because if the Colts can only run and they can't run because of our front seven, then Daniel Jones is going to have to try to beat us. And I like those odds. I like Minka back there getting an interception today. I think it's going to be a solid game for that front seven against Jonathan Taylor. I'm not saying they're going to stop him and to no yards, but I think they're going to hold their own and they're going to make Daniel Jones beat him. So that's number one. Number number two, the strength, the front seven. The line for Indianapolis is their like by far their strength. Again, the line could be great, but if Daniel Jones doesn't have time back there, um, they're gonna absolutely tear him apart. And I believe that our front seven are gonna be stronger than the Colts offensive line. Not by a lot, but they will get there and pressure Daniel Jones, and he will have a tough, tough day. A fast defense like ours, our front seven, that are just stacked with edge rushers. It's just going to come in waves and waves. And if, as long as they're healthy, they will cause a lot of nightmares for Daniel Jones uh, for this game. So let's talk about the offensive side. Who's going to stop Tua? Who's going to stop Tyreek? Who's going to stop Jalen Waddle? The secondary for the Colts is good, but can they stop perhaps the top two wide receiver tandems in top five at least in the league? I don't think so. And Tyreek has a chip on his shoulder. Just saw a video with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle practicing in Houston, working on speed. And these guys, they're going to be a handful. And the Colts have a good secondary, but they're not going to stop these two guys. They're not going to stop even our new standout from the training camp, Malik Washington. He looks really, really good. And this is our third and fourth string. Like this is a scary offense with Tua if he gets any amount of time. And don't get me wrong, our offensive line is our weakest part of our offense, but Tua doesn't need a lot of time. If he gets anything more than a couple seconds, he is going to make something happen today. All right. So for all those, I've been listening to all these podcasts with all these guys that are saying, hey, the Dolphins and the cornerbacks and the offensive line. And let me tell you guys something. All those folks that are out there that supposedly are being biased. Um, they are not telling you that every team in the league has weaknesses. Okay. There is no team out there that's perfect. The Dolphins aren't perfect, but neither is any of the other teams. They all have dramas. They all have all kinds of dramas. And the Colts are not any different. I mean, what could be worse? Would you rather have a weak cornerback room or a weak quarterback room? So to me, new coach, it doesn't bode well for the Colts. And they have a good team, but they're not going to beat the Dolphins. If Tua had played all last year, which again, it's not here nor there, it's the past. But this year, if Tua can stay upright, the Dolphins will win at least 10 games. And for all those doubters for our cornerback room, like there is not a team out there that's like fully loaded in every position. It's not possible. You can't do it. Just ask the Cowboys with Micah Parsons. They just can't do it. You can't load it up everywhere. So, yes, you're going to have weak spots on your team. But out of all the areas, cornerback, I'll take the cornerbacks that we have. I like the depth that we're starting to build. I like our safety room. I like what we're doing as a team. And that's the part that we don't get enough credit for. And all those naysayers saying that the cornerbacks, the offensive line, the backups to the offensive line are not great, but there is no other team in the league that has great backups. It just doesn't exist. Because if they did, we would have already traded for them or try to get them or something. There isn't anything out there for us to get. Like the league is the league. This is what's out there, and we have to have a little bit of luck, a little bit of talent, a little bit of everything to make it work. And more importantly, we need the injury bug to go away this year, and we're going to be up there, top 10 teams for sure. So don't believe the hype that the Dolphins are done, that the Dolphins are out. This team will surprise a lot of people, and it's going to start today against the Indianapolis Colts. And you can put that on the board. And I'm going to tell you guys my prediction for this game is going to be Dolphins 34, Colts 20. I think Tua is going to go off and he is going to absolutely terrorize the Indianapolis Colts. I don't think that with 2 weeks to prepare, I don't think they'll have an answer for us. I think we'll be ready. I think the new defensive coordinator for the Colts is he got let go for a reason because they really couldn't figure it out last year in Cincinnati, and they let him go. And and we have history with him. So like I just think all in all, we are the better team. And to be underdogs on the road, it really just means that, home teams usually get 3 points. So really, they're not really favored, but it just, it's so disrespectful because I think this is going to be one of the blowout games of the week, if not the game that's going to be everybody's going to be talking about the Dolphins. And by the way, the Dolphins, they always have a good start to the year. The issue isn't the start. The issue is the finish. Can we finish in December? And that's what I'm really worried about is December, January. Can we finish? I'm not worried about the beginning of the year, and neither should you be. And all those folks that are out there doing all the podcasts, just trashing the Dolphins about not getting enough superstars or like we're building a team. We're not building a uh, I honestly, I don't miss Jalen Ramsey. He is not going to be missed. He's going to be miserable. He's going to whine and complain in Pittsburgh. Let him go do that. And maybe he'll have more respect up there or whatever it is. But this team, I've never seen them so focused under Mike McDaniel. I've never seen them. They're playing for their jobs. So they're going to be going all out to start the year. And they're going to try to prove a point today. And man, if Achan has any sort of game today, the Dolphins are a shoo-in for the win. Again, the only way the Colts like negate the score is if Jonathan Taylor goes off for 200 yards. That is the only way they're going to not get blown out today. And so that is your Dolphin prediction today, week 1. And get ready. I'll have a post game on this, and we will have like an amazing game. Everyone out there, have a great week 1, and we will see you back on the Fan Sports Podcast. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we will see you this season with Miami Dolphins football. Have a great one.